Live on air. Oh, I meant to do this before I went live. Oh, year end. All right. So, year end, Santa hat, thinking about vacation. Hope everybody's doing well. Listen, just to let you know, I am broadcasting on StreamYard today. StreamYard's cool. I give this disclosure at the beginning of every live stream. StreamYard is cool because we get to send it to our YouTube channel and one LinkedIn profile. I wish there were more LinkedIn profile. If anybody's listening, we'd love to be able to stream to more LinkedIn profiles at once. Facebook group, personal Facebook, business Facebook. So StreamYard allows all of that to happen. Also, I must tell you, I have been challenged to a beard off. Now I'm 50 years old. I've never grown a beard in my life because, well, it looks like this for about 3 months. So I don't know what the penalty is for shaving first yet. We got to figure that out. But that's why I look like a scruff monster. And actually, it's a mustache off. So at some point, I shave this part, and then only this part exists. We'll see how that turns out. It's a new thing for me. Listen, next week, I am checking out. All right, I am checking out. I'm going to turn my phone off as much as possible. I'm not going to open my laptop. And Carmen and I, my wife Carmen and I, are going to be cruising around in, pardon me a second. We're going to be cruising around in this thing, right? So we're going to take off. My mother-in-law is going to be here watching our 2 teenage kids. Not that they need watching, but we do need an adult in the house. And so we are loading up the camper, taking one of the dogs that likes hiking, and we're going to go to Savannah, and then we're going to go to the north, the mountains of North Georgia. And we're just going to take a week, 4 or 5 days actually, and hit the road for a little bit. So let me stop sharing here. And here's the problem, you guys. I don't shut down very well. Like, I don't stop. I don't relax very well. Like, I have got to force myself to disconnect. And so it got me thinking, right? That's a problem I have. It really is a problem. I don't, like, a lot of nights, a lot of mornings, I'll wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, got something in my mind. If I get out there, I write it down. I think I'll be able to go back to bed. Nope. So I just start working, right? Which means my bedtime is usually 7 or 8 most nights. But it's a problem. Right. I don't know if you have the same problem. I can't see comments from every location, but if you're on, I think I can see LinkedIn comments. So if you run into the same issue where you have trouble disconnecting, let me know. Right. Because I want to know I'm not alone in this. I know I'm not alone. Right. There's so much emphasis nowadays in financial services and outside of financial services about work-life balance. Right. And I think work-life balance is great. My friend Travis Perry is the master at this thing, Balanced Advisor. He's got systems in place that allow you to take a lot of time away from the office. Now, I think that's great that you can take time away from the office, but what do you do with that time? Like, if you're like me, your mind is still in the office, right? So work-life balance is great and good, but if you can't relax when you're not in the office, that is a problem in and of itself. I get feedback all the time from my family because we work from home now, right? With COVID, which is feels like a long time ago, we shut the office down. So we're remote now. But like literally my bedroom's on the other side of this wall. And we got an in-law suite in our downstairs. So it's fairly private. The rest of everybody's upstairs. But I will tell you, it's hard for me to disconnect. My family will tell you it's hard for me to disconnect. I will let you know that also. I mean, listen, I love them. They love me. We got a good thing going on. But that can be difficult. Right. So I did a little research yesterday, like, okay, I'm going on vacation next week. And how do I relax more on vacation? So I came up with some ideas for myself that I wanted to share with you. I got them written down here. So if you suffer from the same thing, the inability to relax while you're on vacation, I'd love to know it. Right. Because I do. So number one, before I leave the office, probably Thursday, a little bit of work on Friday, maybe, but we're a little bit disconnected starting Friday. Finish any projects I have that I can, right? So I can take my mind off of that. Set the out of office as well, right? Take your mind out of email. So if you have to disconnect, if you want to relax, really, really important, to finish projects and make sure that any work that you may need to do, or, a lot of us taking off next week, make sure that any work that you may need to do next week is covered, right? Most of our service is going to run through our help desk for next week versus direct one-to-one. And so, that'll be included in our out of office. If you have an immediate issue, email our help desk. So the help desk will be manned. So finish any projects you can. Make sure that any work that you've got to do is covered for next week, and set that out of office. All right. Number 2, limit technology, right? I will close this laptop when I leave Friday. I'll try to do it Thursday, but it'll probably be Friday. I will close this laptop when I leave for Christmas on Friday. I will try not to open this laptop again until the following Monday, maybe even Tuesday. What is that, January 2nd or 3rd? So disconnect from technology. The next one, get outside. Get outside, just fresh air. Fresh air in nature, right? Helps you relax a little bit. Get some more oxygen into your system. That helps you relax. Again, this is not my expertise. This is things that I researched. Honestly, trying to help myself relax next week and disconnect from the office. Get outside. The other thing is light exercise. Now, this is something that I did know. DOSE, it's a great acronym, stands for dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. When you exercise, get your heart rate up. Those are your 4 happy chemicals released by the brain, right? Easy acronym, right? DOSE, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. So get a little bit of light exercise. That's why going for a walk or a run, getting your heart rate up, going for a nice uphill hike, these are great things for helping, release those that internal happy medicine. That's kind of nice, right? Create something. That's something I came across that I thought was cool. Like write something, paint something, create something, make a video, put some mental energy into something that is not work related. So that's a cool idea. Anyway, so, the other one, if you are budget sensitive, if you're getting away next week, you're trying to check out, don't do something that's super expensive, right? Stick within your budget. Just so happens that camper trip, beauty about that camper that I showed you a second ago, we can park anywhere, right? I don't have to get an expensive hotel room, or, we'll do that a night or two, probably just for the fun of it and for the enjoyment of hanging out in the hotel. But I mean, we can literally sleep in a parallel parking space. If we hit Savannah and have a couple drinks, we don't have to drive anywhere. So it's budget sensitive. It's very mobile, very cool. So those are just some really quick tips that if you're getting away next week, do your best to recharge your batteries, come back beginning of January, ready to jump back into a new year to reach your goals. But real quick, again, finish any projects that you're out of office, limit technology, create something, right? That's a pretty cool idea. Set a realistic budget, get outside, not only outside, maybe with the fresh air, but also a little bit of exercise helps you release those happy pills. Here's also some cool things that I thought. I'm going to share my screen again. Some things I thought might be kind of cool. Last minute gifts that help you relax, right? If being outside in nature is awesome, we got a couple up here. That's a good one. We'll get back to that in a second. So I opened up some tabs for us, right? So if being around nature is good, maybe a cool little gift like this for the office, right? That helps you kind of bring nature indoors. That's a good one. Here's some water, some water features, right? Those are some good ones, right? So that thing's pretty cool. Where'd it go? There we go. That thing's pretty cool, right? So some water features, get that nature indoors if you can. Here's some other stuff, right? The stress relief ball. Really take that stress out on that stress relief ball. I got one of these somewhere. Check this, right? This is the best. Oh, that feels good. That makes you relax a little bit. So that's pretty cool. Last second relaxation gifts. Oh, look at this thing. Real Ink eye massager with heat and compression, music. Dang, I hope this is under the tree for me. This is really cool. And for a guy who needs to relax more, here's a little aromatherapy, water feature. I think we looked at that one before. So let me get back to StreamYard here, and I'll quit sharing my screen. Stop sharing. All right, cool. So if you're like me, I didn't get any comments what nobody else stresses when they get away from the office. I'm always like, oh gosh, what email am I not checking? Right? Honestly, my most meditative state is driving. I love driving. It's my most meditative state. I can put some music on or a podcast on. I can't do anything more than that, right? I've got to navigate down the road. So that windshield time is really, really good for me. That's like when I meditate, right? Honestly, my brain kind of goes numb. Of course, I'm driving, but I'm rolling down the interstate or a county highway or something. Pretty easy to do without spending too much time on it. Driving is so therapeutic for me. So I'm excited about that as well. But in order to disconnect, again, I've got to be really purposeful about it. So I thought, as I was doing my research and things I could implement to help me disconnect and relax a little bit next week, I thought I'd share that with you. So hopefully you found this interesting. Merry Christmas to you. Happy Hanukkah to you. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy New Year, all that other stuff. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season and that you can disconnect a little bit and come back ready to kill it next year. That's my goal. See ya.